First, let's create a method to add two numbers together. Start by using the def keyword to indicate we're creating a method. Let's call this method add. Pass it two arguments, say a and b, and then we can simply return a plus b and finish with end. To call the method, simply go add, and let's give it two numbers to add together. So 50 and 100. If we want to see what this result is on the screen, we'll have to use a puts. Of course, when I run the code, I should get the result, 150. It's useful to note here that the return keyword in Ruby is optional. So in this case, I can just simply do a plus b. The next method I asked you to create is one to multiply three numbers. Let's go ahead and create that now. I'm going to call it multiply3 to indicate that we're going to multiply three numbers together. And this time we'll use a, b, and c as the argument names. And we'll go a times b times c. Note we don't need the return, and end. We can test this by using puts, multiply 3, we'll say 3 by 3 by 3. And when I run the code, I get 27, which is 3 squared. The next method should return a string with an interpolated value, e.g. the temperature outside is value. Let's use that example. So we'll call our method describe temp, and we'll give it a value. We'd like the method to return a string, so once again the return keyword in this case is optional. We can use our interpolation characters, the pound sign and the curly braces, and place value inside it. Then finish the method definition with the end. And to test, we'll call the method puts describe temp and say 85 degrees. And when I run the code, I get the temperature outside is 85. And finally, the last method should return a description of the temperature based on how hot it is. So in the last method, we should be returning a description of the temperature that makes sense in context. So if it's hot, we should say it's hot. If it's cold, we should say it's cold. So let's modify our describe temp method. Let's say if value is more than 85, I'll work in Fahrenheit for my American students. I'll say it's hot. I can remove the line from the previous method definition and now say else it's not hot. Now when I run my code, I get it's not hot because 85 is not more than 85. The argument I'm passing to describe temp is 85. So let's see what happens if I say it's 90. Now it's hot.